You ready?
My calculations are correct. You're gonna see some serious
Let's do it. Ground World Radio, Matt and Tiger hanging out with you. And we want to let you know right off the bat, if you are a fan of the Eagles, Chiefs, Giants, Astros, Mets, hater of the Astros, gambling, go to our website and get yourself a t-shirt. That's how you're going to support us right now as we kind of move this thing into overdrive. I've been making shirts literally nonstop.
So far, my two favorite shirts are the Wentz is greater than Dak shirt. That's Kelly Green.
That one's a total absolute pander to all of Philadelphia.
And then the over checkmark shirt.
Yeah,
I'm a big over guy.
Nobody wants to bet the under.
No.
Nobody wants to bet the under. So let everybody know. Everybody's like, oh, what do you got on this game? Just open your shirt.
Always the over.
Always the over on this shirt. So I want to get into this really quickly. The big fight last weekend. Tyson Fury versus, what was his name?
Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder with the worst excuse. So I thought, then I started looking at it. One of the worst excuses in sports histories of why he lost.
Okay, did you see the costume before you heard about it?
Yes,
okay.
yes. I did. Well, I saw pictures of it, and he said it was 45 pounds. My legs were tired from carrying it.
Well, it looked like it when you went out there.
First of all, maybe it was you bleeding from your brain. That's why you lost, not because you had a 45-pound costume. Second of all, how far did you walk in this thing, and why are you not in better shape?
I mean, 45 pounds is a lot, though, to walk around with, especially when you have all that adrenaline running, and then you finally get in the ring, and all that energy was just drained.
I mean, it goes down in the history books of one of the worst excuses in sports history.
Oh, I agree with you 1,000%. If you wear something like that, you can't pull out the excuse that I lost because I wore that.
Yeah, no, you lost because you were bleeding out of your ear. That's why you lost.
If he was smart, he would have been like Tyson Fury
and
been carried to the ring.
Carried to the ring.
Wearing a, what was it, a crown with like the little king robe on it.
So this made me go back and start looking at some of the worst excuses in sports history. Start with Sammy Sosa when he got caught using a corked bat.
Okay.
His excuse was, I thought I was using a real bat, but it ended up being my batting practice bat.
A good excuse. I mean,
why are you using a corked bat in batting practice?
To get extra pop, obviously. Come on.
I mean, that guy just was looking to put on a show, I guess. All right, moving on from there. Clint Barnes from the Colorado Rockies. He said, I was carrying groceries upstairs when I got hurt.
Oh, you can't do that.
No, the realistic, what happened was he was carrying deer. He went hunting.
Like he went hunting. And
he went hunting, and he shot a deer and was bringing it up the stairs, slipped on the stairs, tore his ACL.
That's rough.
Yeah. That's not good.
I mean, that's not the worst injury in sports.
See, I picture, I'm sure it was just like a tub, so it's like actually an accident. But what I picture is him with like the deer on his back.
Or like, dragging it by the antlers.
Yeah, that's what I picture. But it's realistically, it's probably like, already chopped up and ready to go. Keep going. The Sri Lanka cricket team. They lost the ICC Championship Trophy final to Pakistan. I don't know what that means, but
they lost to Pakistan.
They lost to Pakistan, and they blamed it on their tight clothing.
Restricts the arm movement. Can't get the wickets down. I get where they're coming from.
We all remember Donovan McNabb saying, "I didn't know that you could tie." That was stupid.
I mean, I believe him, though. I believe he doesn't know the rules.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to realize, like, excuses are not always like a lie.
Right. Like, someone just generally believes that.
Yeah. We'll go to the most dope-happy sport ever. And I'm not talking baseball. I'm talking biking.
Oh, yeah.
Go
ahead. Pronounce the name. Go ahead.
Alberto Contador.
There you go.
He said his positive doping test was because he ate his dad's pigeon pie, and the pigeon was a racing pigeon and was doped up.
Who was the boxer that ate bad meat from Mexico or something like that, and it tested back up positive with doping? It was like a couple years ago. I don't know.
I don't remember at all.
Oh, now I gotta look it up.
Yeah, you look that up as I move on. First of all, when he said that, did he keep a straight face? And like, were the officials that looked at him like, all right, well, bring me the leftovers. Let's test it, liar. Like,
no, I ate it all. That's
yeah. Soccer fans, Casillas, the goalie from Spain, the starting goalie for the Spanish national team, gave up a decisive goal in a 1-0 loss and blamed it on his girlfriend.
Really?
That's bad. Yes, and they eventually won the World Cup, but this loss to Switzerland was 1-0, and the Swiss were not that good at that time, and he blamed it on his girlfriend waving to him from the crowd. Not good. Not good. One of my favorite ones is Leiten from tennis. He said he lost because his jockstrap was too tight.
Listen, that's a serious issue. You can't play if you're restricted down there. You can't move around the same.
I never wore a cup playing baseball.
Neither did I.
As a pitcher, like I know like you're supposed to because of comebackers or whatnot, but even when I played first base, I didn't wear one. I wore one when I was like 13 once, and I pitched, and I strided out, and one of the boys slipped, and I never wore one again.
That's usually how that happens.
Yeah, I never wore one again.
The boxer was Canelo Alvarez. Before he was training for a fight, he ate some bad meat that had him test positive.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it was, my man. But don't worry, you got the DAZN money now. You're good. It all worked out for you.
He said, my mistake
Yeah.
for not knowing the risk of eating meat in Mexico.
Jeff Kent, the second baseman, possible Hall of Famer, I guess, with a great excuse. I broke my wrist washing my car. In reality, he was doing wheelies on his motorcycle.
Yeah, I don't know how you break your wrist washing your car. Like, you must be going really getting a spot out.
The problem was there were several eyewitnesses that said he was doing wheelies on his motorcycle when he fell off.
Now, Cespedes, when he got hurt for falling off a horse, did he try to cover that up at first? Or did
Yes,
he just...
because that's not actually what happened.
Oh, that was his cover-up
That's
story?
the cover-up.
That he fell off a horse and hurt himself.
He was running from a wild boar he caught. That's the real story.
And he had to cover it up by saying he fell off a horse.
It's so Mets, it's unbelievable. That falls into like the just lie. Just lie and stick to it. And I guess you can't lie when a guy who's been out for 2 years is like, oh, I broke my ankle. Oh, by the way, I broke both of my ankles.
By the way, he's still out. Like, he's still recovering.
Yeah, but he's going to be there opening day because he has accelerators in his contract. And if he plays opening day, his salary like doubles. So I don't care if I die. You will wheel my ass out onto that field opening day.
Out there in center field.
Yeah, I don't care. With my little, what do they call the scooters? The Rascals. Out there in Rascals, I'm in my Rascal tracking down fly balls. I just don't care. That's what's going to happen. Joel Zamaya, remember that one? You remember him?
No, I don't even know who that is.
Okay, he was the original like flame-throwing pitcher.
Okay.
He was Chapman before Chapman. He was a lefty, 103 closer for the Tigers when they went to the World Series, and they had like Porcello, Scherzer. He wasn't a closer; he was a setup man. But he was 103 from the left side.
Okay, now that you mentioned who he was,
Yeah.
It's starting to come back a little bit.
He got a blister from playing too much Guitar Hero.
Oh man!
Lie.
On his throwing hand?
Lie. I don't know which one, but just lie. Oh, I can't pitch. I have a blister. Nobody's asking more questions than that.
From yard work, just something.
Don't even say that. From pitching. You get blisters. It happens. You do.
Okay.
The seams actually burn your fingers. We can go into that one day. How a guy I knew used to preseason like take sandpaper and just he'd like just go across his fingertips and then take a lighter and burn them so they would callus. Disgusting. But that's, you do get blisters from seams because it's, you're constantly burning your fingers on the seams because especially when you throw 103. Nobody's asking that question. Like, let's go, man. Lie. Guitar Hero. You're killing me.
Maybe
kid.
that's the front. Maybe it was something even more stupid.
I don't think it could get dumber than that. If it's more what else? Never mind. Moving on. There's a tennis player, Richard Cassette, who tested positive for cocaine. And he said, I did not take cocaine, but I did kiss a girl who did. And that's why I tested positive.
I mean, once again, I believe him
That
because I can see him out because they're probably like in Europe somewhere
Yeah.
at a club, and she just ripped the line, and now he's making out with her.
That could be true. The Knicks said they lost the game to the Thunder by 20 because they couldn't sleep because they saw a ghost.
I mean, that's the whole Knicks franchise in general. It's just chased by a ghost.
One of my favorites, and actually kind of leads this year, is Vinny Testaverde said he threw 35 interceptions his rookie year because he was colorblind. Hello, Jameis.
Yeah, I was going to say, first person I thought of Jameis Winston getting LASIK done.
Yeah. Oh, God. But my favorite excuse of all time.
There's one better than all the ones we just named.
Yeah. It's 100%, and it comes out of North Korea. It was 2011. They were leading up to the World Cup, and the USA played North Korea in an exhibition lead, like a qualifier, or not a qualifier. They would like a friendly. And of course, in North Korea, you can say anything. Like Kim Jong-un, whatever his name is dunking, has 18 hole-in-ones, dunking on a 20-foot net. He can fly.
Hey, look, he's with Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, they win the gold. I don't know if you know this, but I think the rumor is like every year, their people can't watch the Olympics. So every year they just come back and be like, oh, every single one of them won the gold medal.
I think Kim Jong-un also says that he doesn't poop.
Yeah, that's the stuff they spread out. But they lost to the USA 2-0. And the USA ended up winning the World Cup. And 2-0 is really respectable to the women's national team.
Right, who was a powerhouse.
They're murdering people like 5, 6, 7-0. So you lose 2-0 to the women, and that's like, okay, we did something. But the coach, with the greatest excuse of all time, we would have won had several, not one, not two, had several of my players not been struck by lightning the night before.
What does that even mean?
Several of my players were struck by lightning, and it made them a little bit slower the day after.
Wouldn't it make them faster? Like,
yeah,
if it didn't kill you, wouldn't you get superpowers and make you faster?
You're now Thor, all right? Like, maybe that's why they only lost 2-0.
Team USA beat a bunch of Thor Koreans running around.
Oh, man. Speaking of the Olympics, changing gears here. By the way, keep it up, sports. Keep it up. Stupid excuses, horrible excuses, especially the ones that get leaked. Like, oh, this guy's out. But why? We find out 2 weeks later it's because he was playing Guitar Hero too much. Like, those are the best ones. You can just lie, people. Just lie, and we'll take it. Come up with something smart. And Deontay Wilder. I can't wait to see what he wears to the next
I hope
match.
he wears nothing.
Yeah,
I hope he
he's
just
gotta
goes
wear
out there
nothing.
with a towel over his head in the boxing shorts and just goes out there.
Or he gets driven there by like a MLB bullpen cart. Like a real bad one.
Okay, let's think of great entrances for him to come out of.
I mean, I don't think there's anything better than the Wienermobile. He's got to just drive in, or he falls from the ceiling like he's Shawn Michaels in WrestleMania.
Yes, like he's like in like a little.
Yeah, he's on the little thing, and he's just coming right down that. That's how he's got to do it.
Or James Bond, like all spread out, just coming from the center.
Better yet, don't even leave. Just when you get there, just set up shop next to the ring, and when they call your name, you just stand up and roll into the ring, and you're good to go. No walk. You're just hanging.
My favorite was
or come out from under the ring.
Floyd Mayweather used to have rappers that would just do like performances right next to him.
I know,
as he's walking up.
Yeah, didn't he with the McGregor fight? Didn't he come out with Bieber?
Came out with Bieber, yeah. And then the one before that, it might have been Pacquiao. He had Lil Wayne walk out with him.
God. So I got some audio. A high school coach was fired after he gave an emotional speech after his team won the state championship. Here is the speech. This is what got him fired.
Oh, state! Yeah! We got this right here. No one else has it. It's ours. Yeah! You guys showed up. You played the game. You played it right. You never panicked. You got type 1 diabetes. Yeah!
See, that's the only part that I'm like, I don't understand why you said that. That's a weird part that he just added in there. You have type 1 diabetes.
Because it's better than type 2, obviously.
I don't get it. But he's doing is like he's super excited his team just won the state championship.
Oh yeah, I mean, how else would you react?
Listen, I saw that and I was like, he got fired for that? I've coached high school baseball for 13 years. On a weekly basis, I say worse things to kids in negative light.